Hi guys, Ollie and Luke here. Today, it has been a wild week, and today I'm going to answer a few questions that I've asked across YouTube, Facebook, and other platforms. So, we'll let Ollie work out these pups while I answer some questions. Let me unleash the beast, because he's going to get the zooms. Go ahead, bro. Be free. You dropped your pups, bro. Alright. So, I'll bounce back and forth between Facebook and YouTube and go as we go. Let's see. Do we have future plans to travel? MonkeyBooCrew does, but at the moment we are unsure where that's going to be. That was by... He's going to be crazy with these pups. I'll have to put these pups away. Let's see. Karen Shaw asked, does he sleep with you or in an enclosure? Ollie sleeps in an enclosure because of his size. I don't want to roll over on him or have anyone else roll over on him. Let's count how many times he jumps on Gage today. That seems to be all he seems to do. Let's see. Somebody asked from YouTube, Christy Voss asked, is Ollie hard to take care of? Yes, yes, yes. I cannot emphasize how much difficulty it is taking care of a little primate like Ollie. The bigger they are, you would think the harder they are to raise, but it's not the case. Come on. But it's not the case, and Ollie's very difficult to take care of sometimes because he's constantly changing. He's a baby, so he's growing, he's having milestones, he's constantly exploring and having new emotions, I think. And the other day he bumped his head and he was angry for 2 days. You know, that was new to me, but we worked through it and he's his normal self again, thankfully. Y'all might have seen it in the bath video. Pretty much done. Somebody asked, how old will Ollie be when he's full grown? They're usually full grown around 2.5 years old. But it, like any individual, it varies on the actual primate themselves. But usually sexual maturity is reached around 2.5, 3 years old for females. I think he's gonna do that. Let's see. What, if any, kinds of permits are needed for exotic monkeys? It all depends on your county, the state, so you always want to check your federal and local laws. Let's see. Does Ollie cuddle with you? Yes and no. He has a very different way of showing affection. Him jumping on me all the time is affection. When he gets sleepy, he'll curl up his tail. You might have seen in the sleeping video or some of the Snapchats I posted. He will curl up and make little pulse sounds and eventually fall asleep on me. It's not very often. He's a very high energy guy. Can you tell?
No, bro. Yeah? Oh, yeah, thank you. You're so nice. You like your pup?
Here he comes. Let's see. So everyone wants to know when Ollie's birthday is. His paperwork just says August, so I have really no idea. So I can really have his birthday whenever, as long as it's in August. If y'all would rather me pick a day, we can take a vote. Just put a day in the comments or something like that, and we'll go from there and see what happens. Somebody asked, how many hours a day does he sleep? Ollie sleeps about 6 hours a day with a nap or 2 in between. It depends. Depends on him and how active he's being. That was a little high. Gage is like, ugh.
Well, I got you.
Let's see. Do I ever get alone time to recharge? Well, for me, it's kind of a unique case because I have a pretty bad insomnia. So I'm awake the entire time he's awake and when he's asleep most nights. I'm with him 24/7, so I don't really need to recharge. We kind of hang out all the time. It's a special thing for us. See, he's all better after bumping his head. I know a lot of people were worried, so I wanted to touch on that again. He jumped from the tippy top up there, and he was trying to jump to here.
You jumped off of there.
Oh, okay. You got it back on?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. He turned off the camera when he jumped off the wall. But he jumped off the wall, but he missed that landing, and he fell and bumped his way all the way down. I had little bridges set up down on the bottom there, and he whopped his head pretty good on that. So like I said, after that, he stood there for a second, yelled, and then he ran up to the top hammock over there. and stayed in there for a while, and I coaxed him out and let him, rub it better a little bit, and then he was mad for the 2 days. So, but he's good now. Scared me to death. I didn't know what was going to happen to him. I've heard plenty of horror stories, and I was really worried.
What you doing? Wanna play? You wanna play? Come on then.
Am I planning on getting Ollie a monkey sibling? I would like to, because it would be helpful for him. It would make him more happy. But at the moment, I have to fix all the repairs that happen in my house. So what happened was, I had just had a new HVAC installed. You may have recalled me mentioning it in a video and on Facebook. Well, when I had it installed, they had nicked a pipe down there that filled the HVAC with water that shorted out the junction box, which shorted out my dryer and caused a fire inside the walls. That's why I didn't show no damage, because it was all inside the walls. Well, it turned out that when it shorted, it made a hot wire. Yeah, I'll focus that. It made a hot wire and made the actual aluminum duct conduct electricity, and that ended up touching on the water line and fried pretty much my whole house, and I had it rewired. They just finished today. So that's why we got lights. Lights are always a plus. So I've been running around to laundromats, repairs, and technicians. I've seen so many technicians, I'm sick of them. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Got to have a house, right? Alright, so then we'll do a question this is from YouTube. Mimi23 wants to know how much damage was done by the house fire. And she would like to know if I have any suggestions for growing herbs indoors with a limited amount of space and on a fixed income. Whenever you have a limited amount of space, instead of growing out or in a wide space, you want to grow it vertically. Windows are the perfect place for herbs, and you don't need huge pots or anything like that. Even for like the leafier ones like basil and things, they grow really well with window light. So if I were you, or there's an arrow garden too, which was what I used when Ollie was really little, to grow like Chinese cabbage, because it grows vertical, and there's like 6 pods, you just put water in it, set and forget, and they grow out. It has a light and everything, so even if it's a cloudy day, they still get the sunlight they require. So there you go, Mimi. Grow some herbs. I made salsa with the tomatoes from the garden, so I have some salsa. Be careful up there, man. Yeah, you worry me. You do.
Oh, you kidding me?
He wants to play so bad. You got the Zims? You got the Zims? Thank you. Oh, you're so nice. He said, this is what the viewers are watching. Yeah. You want to play in the blanket? I'll play with you in the blanket. Come here. We'll do some blanket play. Come here.
Oh.
So, he's back to his normal acrobatic self. He likes to play on the blanket and bite me harder through the blanket. It's like he knows that it blocks some of his teeth. So. I think that it's a necessary thing for him, since he doesn't have a monkey brother or sister at the moment, for me to play with him in this way, like a sibling, because he's always, if he's in a bad mood and I get him to play like that, it really boosts his spirits and makes him happy. Happy monk, happy dad, right? Let's see. Will I ever get a tattoo of Ollie? All the tattoos I have are super meaningful, and I've thought about it quite a bit. I just don't know how or what to get at the moment, so I was going to wait until he's a little older, maybe get his full personality and go from there. How big will Ollie get when he's considered an adult? He's supposed to be between 2 and 3.5 pounds, but they've been known to be bigger and buffer or fatter. But Ollie's a pretty good diet, and I exercise him hours a day, so I think that he's going to be of a good size but muscly. He's pretty muscly when he gets his little stretch on. That was a good one. I don't know if you're going to make that, Ollie. That was a loose little thing there. Loose wire. Let's see. Was I nervous about taking Ollie as a companion? Absolutely. It's so human-like that, it's terrifying when he hurt himself. I was literally shaking. Like, wow, I didn't want him to, die or have to have a surgery or broke a bone or something. This is stuff you can't see. Is he gonna get sick or something like that? So yeah, it's nerve-wracking still, even now. But you just do your best and prepare for the worst, and so far so good. Tracy Flores asked, will I have Ollie's canines removed when he's older and or get him neutered? I hadn't planned on it, and now with the permits and license that I have, it would be illegal anyway. So no, I didn't plan to anyway. I never really wanted to take him out. I figured so far, if he's biting me, it's usually my fault. Even in the bath, I was holding him in a way that he didn't like, and you know, that's my fault. I knew that and did it anyway, and you know, what do you expect? You punch someone in the face, what are they gonna do 9 times out of 10? Punch you right back, right? So, you know, I don't blame him. That's why you don't see me punish him, I don't hit him or nothing like that. He's just too little for all that. He does all that he does, but he's quite frail. He's kind of like a bird in that sense, bone structure wise. He's very light on the bones, whereas Boo and Happy are they're a lot more solid, a lot thicker. Kind of like the difference between like a Labrador and a big bully breed kind of dog. You know, the bone thickness and density is bigger.
What you doing down there?
Ollie's getting more comfortable on the ground for some reason. Maybe it's his age or something like that, but he's been running around on the floor quite a lot more. It might have been from playing with Chan. Not sure, but it's cool. I like it. Rebecca asked, has Ollie lost baby teeth? Yes, he's lost a couple. And
Can I see your mouth?
if I see it that close, holy cow.
Oh yeah. You got that thing?
He's lost 2 canine babies already and a couple of the incisors on the top and bottom. A while ago, if you look at some of the videos, you can see when he opens his mouth, he has like the toothless gap there. Okay, and that is it. That is it for the YouTube questions. So I'll move back to the Facebook ones. How is Ollie with your children and when he's out in public around other people? So I know that in the videos it looks like Ollie's freaking out and that he's terrified, but it's actually quite the opposite. He's not. Come here. He's not.
I'm like, where's the video subject?
He's not aggressive unless somebody tries to touch him. The one, oh, we saw someone outside. We gotta go look. Let's look outside. He's a little boy riding a bike. Got to. So, you know, he comes. It's more of like the male squirrel monkey's jobs in a troop is to sound the alarm if there's a predator or something strange is amiss. So that's what you're seeing is him and hearing is his alarm pulse calls. You're really into the camera. His alarm pulse calls telling me, you know, that hey, there's a stranger. Hey, we're being approached, and that's all it is. It looks a lot different than that, but if somebody does try to touch or grab me, he does go after them, and I'm kind of all right with that. Because, you know, you never know nowadays what people are up to. So, but I usually know that they're there beforehand because he sounds the alarm for me.
Where you going, Oz? You can't get up the chimney. You're not Santa.
Let's see. Don't you think it's time Ollie got a baby sister monkey?
Yeah.
Do loud sounds still bother Ollie? Cat Garber asks. And yeah, they do. He's still really timid about loud voices. I can talk a little louder. Now that it's been a while, Pete can talk a little louder. But he's still not a fan of loud noises, loud cars, nothing like that. So kind of makes it hard to go out and about. But sometimes he is, so it just depends. It just depends. I found that when we're out traveling around, he's very close and more calm, collected, stays with me. But when we are at home, he doesn't want to be outside at all. If I go in the backyard, he squawks at the neighbors, he squawks at everything that moves. Speaking of which, there's a little squirrel family that lives in my oak tree behind my house, and it sounds just like Ollie, and I swear him and Ollie were talking. Little peeps back and forth. He sounds just like him.
Come here, bro. Get off a gauge. What's your own gauge for? Well.
Let's see. Did you feel ready when you got him? Michelle Cook Imperato asks. No. I did tons of research, had a lot of time with Pete and Boo and going to sanctuaries and things like that, and I got him, and it was still as nerve-wracking as, you know, kind of like when you have a baby. You know, you read all the baby books, you do all the research, all the signs and symptoms and everything, and you get him and you're still terrified. So it's been a lot of fun. It's still a learning experience for myself. You know, he's a unique creature, even in the world of squirrel monkeys. There's some that are similar to him, but none that are quite like him.
Come on, bro.
He's getting more curious about the ball pit. If you see there's toys in there, he drops them in there, and then he'll try to Mission Impossible them out without falling in the ball pit. I call it the lava.
Oh, he was in the lava? Come over here.
I think we got a couple more. how old are you, Ollie? Ollie is 1 year old. He's 1 year old this month at some time. So they only. Here, I'll try to make a hoop. We've been working on trying to make a hoop in the thing. Let's see. How do you handle the aggression since he's a male? Everyone has their own way. Just curious what your trick is to get him to learn it's wrong, but not to punish, if that makes sense. That's a really good question. That was asked by Kaylin Green. Kaylin, the way that I do it, like I said, I don't strike or touch him. I use a timeout method that I learned from a group on Facebook, where if he bites on me or does something I don't like, I'll do 5 minutes of timeout and then I take him out immediately. But you have to do it immediately. So as soon as the infraction occurs, timeout. 5 minutes, and he hates it. He does not like it. So I'll be, where'd he go? He does not like it. So it works so far so good. He's really a happy camper. Squirrel monkeys, I don't know. I haven't really seen him aggressive, but the ones in Japan I've noticed to be biting the mess out of their owners. And I don't know. They look like they use a smaller cage, and they just might be angry because squirrel monkeys are usually happy campers. Even the wild ones you see in like Dominican Republic and stuff, you don't hear about anyone getting bit by them. So when they're biting, oh yeah, you gonna prove a point? When they're biting like that, there's something in their environment that makes them unhappy.
Oh, bro. Oh yeah, you coming? Come on, man.
You get engaged. But I think that's all. I think that was all the questions. Let me double check because I don't want anyone to be mad. Ollie's been interested in this little Black & Decker drill here, but he's scared of it because he knows it comes on. Let's see, and I believe that is it. I do plan to do a birthday video. I'm gonna get up with Pete and Happy and MonkeyBoo and see what they want to do. He's a busy guy himself, so I've been having a lot of house stuff, so he's kind of been over there making it happen on the MonkeyBoo and Monkey Happy channels. But I do plan to have a little party with him.
Oh, you're so mad.
I do want to have a little party with him and let Boo drink some formula. And have a really good time. I wish Ollie would let me put a birthday hat on him. How funny would that be?
Your birthday hat, boy? Yeah.
There's a thing in there. I did have mail from you guys, and I plan to do a video with it also. So I don't want you guys to think if you sent mail that hasn't been opened or received. It has. I'm just waiting until me and Pete go back to the mailbox and get the rest. Somebody asked, is it hard? Got the tail on, Gage. Yeah, it's no joke. So somebody asked, is it hard / costly? Cost wise, I spend probably $80, $90 on just formula, and then I grow some produce to offset that cost. This kind of damage here, he can't stop messing with it. It's become like a habit now, and so he gets mad when I stop him. But I've scraped it out to there, but he started. I've just been kind of avoiding him getting it. He can't reach up there. He did climb up here, used his feet, and got there, so I had to go out with it more because he's slick. If they want something, they'll get it. Look, he got drywall on his head. That's how I knew he'd be up there eating drywall. He doesn't like eat and swallow it. He can just like chew on it for a while, and that's that.
Huh, bro? Alright. Let's get you some puffs, man.
Thanks for watching the only channel on YouTube dedicated to the life of Baby Squirrel Monkey. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. You can also read Ollie's blog on OLLIE'Smonkey.com. It answers a lot of questions about behavior and what we get up to when we're not filming. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.